Well, hello, Team NECA. Now, I realise we've gotten into a little bit of a habit of moving around the schedule lately, so I apologise. We're Wednesday this week, but you have my word. Trust me, we are going back to be regular Mondays, and this is a really big episode. We have got so much to announce, and I cannot wait to see it. So let me know now, wherever you're watching us, if you're joining us from Facebook, from YouTube, or where all of the big, cool, trendy people watch us on LinkedIn. Let us know inside the comments now. We want to know your name, your location, where you're coming from, the name of your business as well. And we will get started in 3, 2, 1, go. A weird thing happens. If I don't do a NECA Live once a week, I start to feel oddly discombobulated. So it is lovely to spend a little bit of time back with all of you. Hi, everybody, and welcome to a very special NECA Live. It is a day that many of us have been waiting for. My appetite has been whet for a long time, and I am so excited to be a part of it on this weekly show where we bring you the latest and the greatest and everything in between for the National Electrical Contractors Association. Remember, you can watch us live on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, or the very next morning. If you miss out, then why not take a look at us on the NECA Podcast Network? And today's show is all about this year's NECA Convention and Trade Show. It's running October 9 through 12 in Nashville, Tennessee. NECA 2021 Nashville is our return, our big return to huge, large-scale in-person events. And interest and excitement has been absolutely through the roof. Personally, frankly, I cannot wait to be there, to see all of you in person, to see all of you in 3D. But we've got tons of people asking exactly when can I register. Well, the big news is you can register right now, and it is easier than ever. All you need to do is go to NECAconvention.org, NECAconvention.org, and reserve your spot at the #1 event for the electrical construction industry. This truly is the moment that we have all been waiting for, to get back together in a family reunion, the likes of which Nashville has never, ever seen before. So why should you register now for NECA 2021 Nashville? Well, I have got two guests, two friends, two besties, two of my homies with me today who will answer that question and so much more. So I'm delighted to welcome Katie McCormick, NECA's Executive Director of Meetings and Convention, and Taylor Kershaw, NECA's Manager of Meeting and Conventions, to discuss this event and all of the exciting things around it. Katie and Taylor, we're finally here. The convention is just around the corner. Katie, I am sure you are so excited.
I can't tell you how excited we are to be back in person and to be able to see all of our members and our exhibitors. Taylor and I have so missed all the connections that we've made over the years, and we know that this is going to be the best convention we've ever had.
Now, don't get me wrong, Taylor. We have done an amazing job with virtual. Our members had loved having the opportunity to network, to get together, to learn from wherever they are in the country and beyond. But nothing beats face-to-face, does it?
It really doesn't. But we've learned a lot from the past year, and we're excited to bring a hybrid event so we can, bring the in-person back together for the people who want it and the virtual aspect for the people who need it.
Super, super. Okay, well, Katie, first question to you. After a year and a half of virtual meetings and events, it's obviously really exciting to bring everyone back together again in Nashville for the convention. How much excitement have you seen and heard from not only the NECA members, but from the chapters in the lead up to registration opening?
So Taylor and I are really lucky because our team has actually putting on its third in-person event right now as we speak. And we've noticed an average of about 28% higher attendance over the over the highest attendance we've ever had. So we're really lucky. We know that our members are ready to be back in person, and they're ready for the face-to-face, whether it's for the networking or the education. We're just really lucky that we're providing events that resonate with our attendees.
Hey, not only that, they're literally calling right now, at this moment. I think you should immediately answer the call and say, no, you're not welcome at convention. You've interrupted a NECA Live.
Oh.
David gets very catty when the show gets interrupted. I personally, if I was you, I would immediately answer it and be horrible to the I think it would be fun, but that's just me. Well, look, Katie, you're right. Obviously, the excitement really is palpable. But as always, the education... Oh, look, I can see the glare. The glare. Do you know what? I bet you that is Marco or that is Pete. I've no doubt they're just trying to throw you off because they know that they haven't been on NECA Live in a little while. But look, Katie, as always, education and the speakers are always top notch at NECA events. But I know that we're working hard, not only on building the quality of the speakers, but building the resonance and the impact. And while I know we're keeping tons of things under wraps, can you give us a bit of a preview of some of the general session speakers and some of the education topics that our attendees will be able to look forward to?
So we're really excited because Archie Manning's going to kick off our opening general session. And then the second day, the day 2 general session, is going to be John Rich, and he's going to do a little bit of a Nashville experience. So it's going to be a little bit of his story with some of the songwriting, and then he's actually going to sing to us for a little bit. And then the closing general session on Tuesday is going to be with Damon John, and he's from Shark Tank, and he's a real entrepreneur. So we're very excited to hear him speak on business and leadership.
And of course, Damon has kind of become like a bit of a friend of NECA because we were supposed to have him a little while back, and so we're really lucky to get him eventually in person now.
Yes, we're very excited. We just thought he would resonate a lot better in person, and we really wanted to make sure that we had him at our first face-to-face convention back.
Oh, I cannot wait. And of course, I want to remind you, if for any reason John Rich isn't able to attend, I can bring my ukulele and I can tiddle that thing like nobody's business. I'll warm up my vocal cords for the next NECA Live, and I'll give you a tiny little taste.
Well,
now,
maybe Taylor, maybe you can work with Taylor on that. Maybe you could be the lunchtime entertainment for the virtual.
I think that we could be Brittany and Justin. I think there is an opportunity here. Actually, I'm not sure that entirely worked out. We could be something. We could be Dolly and Kenny. Dolly and Kenny. Yes, that is it.
I'm down to collab.
NECA in the stream, that is what we are. Anyway, I'm just throwing out some ideas. So Katie, let's take a moment to think about the virtual component of the event, because obviously we've learned a lot in the last year about how to engage people, even if they're not in the room. And I know NECA is utilizing the latest technology to provide virtual-only convention experience for those who want it, for those who can't travel or turns out it might be more convenient for them. However, those who come in person also have got access to all of that incredible on-demand content. What went into this decision to maintain the virtual options even as we return to in-person?
Well, we knew going into this that this was probably going to be one of our highest attended in-person conventions, but we also felt that it was very important for us to keep the virtual piece for two reasons. As we were doing the virtual, we realized we were engaging with members in our audience that weren't typically attending in-person events. So we knew it was important for them to get the information out through the virtual piece of it. But the other thing is this is going to provide our attendees on site with the ability to see all of the education. And that's something that we're really, really excited about to touch on. Our colleague, Stephanie Adamek, and the whole education team have worked so hard to curate one of the best education lineups that you will see, whether it's pre-convention workshops, convention education, or education on the trade show floor. She's worked really, really hard to make sure that we have speakers that our audience hasn't heard from before. And she's also really developed a lot of contractor-led panels, which I'm so excited for come October.
And, you know, it is just around the corner. I know how much our audience at NECA value that education. And you know what's great about the NECA convention is, and of course, NECA now that runs every other year, and folks put that inside your diary as well. It's the best few days that you'll spend out of the office. Is that the education is always so tailored to what's happening right now in the moment. It really does smell and feel the energy of the industry. But talking about energy, Taylor, I know a huge part of the excitement surrounding the reunion is the fact that it's in a teeny tiny town called Nashville. It is such a unique city. It's got phenomenal nightlife, great food, amazing entertainment. Why is Nashville such a great fit for NECA convention?
You know, David, this is our first time hosting a convention in the city of Nashville. So we're really excited to not only be back in person for the first time since 2019, but we're also really excited to bring this brand new environment for our attendees and our chapters. If you've been to Nashville, you know that the city just radiates this really upbeat and friendly energy. And I think you're really going to see that theme kind of across the board with the convention.
I think it's really true. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of Ireland in America, because they know how to party, they know how to welcome, they know how to dance. Now, clearly, we don't know how to dance here, but we drink enough so that it looks like we might. And obviously, a big part of all of our events are the receptions and the celebrations. Of course, the networking, which we've worked really hard on in virtual, but nothing beats actually pressing the flesh. They're a huge part of why people attend NECA events and meetings. Can you give us a bit of a preview of some of the parties, some of the receptions, some of the entertainment that we'll be able to look forward to?
Yeah, definitely. And you're exactly right. We have really missed out on some of this in-person networking. And we're calling this convention our family reunion, because that's what it's really going to be about. We're kicking off our opening reception with a really fun block party. And NECA is pretty much known for taking advantage of a lot of very iconic venues to the city that we host in. So we are going to be at the Wild Horse Saloon, and we're also taking advantage of the building next door. So not only are we going to have 2 3-story buildings that we're completely taking over, but we're spilling out into the street and having a really fun block party that evening. We're going to have games, Southern style food. Many bands are going to be playing throughout the entire space. So it's going to be great. And taking on, the entertainment theme of Nashville, we're going to bring some entertainment to the show floor as well. David, hit me up if you want to play the ukulele. We'll have a ton of acts throughout the show floor to entertain everyone while they're networking with exhibitors. And really, when you're in Nashville, you hear entertainment playing at the airport, you hear them playing at the hotels. And so we're really wanting to keep that theme throughout the show floor as well. And then for our closing reception, we are having the CMA's hosting band 6 Wire join us at the convention center for the closing celebration. And we are bringing in a few other guests to help us out with the event. Don Felder from the Eagles, Steve Augeri from Journey, and Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry are all going to come and take their turn on the stage and play their greatest hits and then let the other person take over. So it's going to be a really great time. That full convention package isn't something that you want to miss out on this year. And we definitely want to thank our premier partners and all of our sponsors for, helping us make this happen, because it's really going to be bigger and better than ever.
Do you know, it's so true, isn't it? The premier partners and our sponsors, they never hold back, including literally playing music sometimes themselves. And it's what makes it really special. It's what brings personality. It genuinely does feel like a family. And I don't use that term lightly. But of course, we're there to do business, Taylor. Just a teensy-weensy bit of business. And I know one thing that we're really excited to get back to is the trade show floor, which is something that we have missed in the period that we've been doing virtual meetings. And the virtual trade show solution is good, but nothing beats actually that voyage of discovery as you wander around the trade show floor. What is it going to be like to return to the hall and interact directly with these industry-leading providers?
I don't know if we're prepared for the level of excitement that's going to come on the show floor this year. Our attendees are so excited to be back in person and to network with all of our exhibitors. I know our exhibitors are equally as excited. We're excited to see, some returning faces and premier partners, but we're also really excited to welcome some new exhibitors to the floor. And our industry has evolved so much over the past year, and there's just so many great new products and solutions that are available for all of us to see on the show floor this year, and we're just really excited to make it happen. We have the Innovation Studio with Tahira. We have 3 educational tracks on the show floor like Katie was talking about. So, there's just something for everyone out there, and I'm just really excited to see how it goes.
And for everyone watching at home, I am telling you, I don't care what you're supposed to do on Mondays. I don't care if you have an important meeting. I don't care if you've got a kid's birthday party. I don't care if it's your own wedding. You must not miss any NECA Lives over the course of the next few months as we get close, because we're going to be revealing all of the secrets, all of the plans, and all of the great things that are going to be happening inside Nashville. And I can tell people are excited because we've got tons of comments. The team at Candles Estimating are saying that they are looking forward to participating in the show, especially the great city of Nashville. Super. Bert Rice is saying Nashville, we will be there. Bert, I will see you there for sure. Mark Candles is saying that he's really looking forward to it as well. And I've never heard of this Beth Ellis. I've never heard of her before. I'm not sure who that is. Beth is, of course, one of the puppeteers, the ringmasters that makes all of these amazing shows happen. And I know she's really excited to join us there as well. And gosh, so many comments. And Steve is saying that already registering my members and expecting a great turnout from the West Virginia Ohio Valley chapter. That is a chapter not to be messed with. And hey, actually, we've got Beth coming in again. The NECA show is going to be one of the best yet, offering an innovation studio with special tours, hundreds of exhibitors showing thousands of products and services. The Sports Zone. What's the Sports? I'll come back to that. The Sports Zone, a Songbird Cafe, which actually I think will be our nickname, Taylor, the Songbirds. That's what they'll call us. That's what our album will be. A Showstopper Showcase and more. Guys, what's the Sports Zone?
So the Sports Zone is an area on the trade show floor where you can come on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesdays, but specifically on Sunday to watch the different games, grab a beer, some popcorn. It's also where at the end of the day we give away our prizes. So it's where you go for your great grand prize.
That's where the money goes. It's one of my favorite parts of the convention, actually, because even though it is down to luck, it is truly down to luck. If you engage in more of the amazing things that we've got planned, then you definitely do increase your luck. But the sense of competition that the delegates feel, even though it is truly down to luck, is absolutely amazing inside the room. So, ladies, I want to give you the floor. Taylor, you're excited, you're buzzing. What do you think you're looking forward to most?
I'm honestly just excited to see everyone again. I mean, it's been 2 years since we've gotten this group together, and we've said the word excited so many times, but it's really, truly, we are all so excited to finally be back in person and to see everyone again.
I know. And truthfully, it's only 5 minutes away. I know it seems like it's a few months, but the time will disappear like that. Katie, any final words?
Yeah, we're just reach out to us if you need any help registering or to get a booth. Like Beth was saying, we're going to have one of the best trade shows you've ever seen, and it's the #1 trade show in the electrical industry in North America. So we definitely have a lot to be proud of, but go register and reach out if you have any questions. Also, Taylor's worked really hard with our marketing and communications team to make sure we have the most up-to-date website. So visit us at necaconvention.org, and we look forward to seeing everyone in Nashville.
And I believe there is exciting news in the education department, Katie. I believe there is a brand new recruit. There's been a new hire. Can you tell us a little bit more?
This is something that I don't think any of us could be more excited about. This is even bigger than the convention. Stephanie had a healthy baby girl this weekend, and we're just so excited for her and her family.
Amazing, amazing. And a boy, girl?
Yes. It was a girl. She had one of the most beautiful babies I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, I always think it's funnier when the baby's ugly. It's so, I mean, it's nice that the baby's beautiful. That's fantastic. So I'm sure Stephanie will send me a little picture. And Stephanie, if you're watching, then immediately close your laptop and go back to being a mom, please, because you've worked. And I believe she worked so hard, Katie. She was working on Friday all the way up and then had a baby on Saturday.
Yes, we can't thank Stephanie enough because she would not leave the office until she had the best education lineup. So we have a lot to be grateful for. She probably worked until about 12 hours before she went into labor. So.
Wouldn't leave the office. She literally, the people in the coffee store were counting the contractions. They're like, no. And she said, no, I want to do 4 more slides. Just let me do 4 more slides. Then that'll get it done. Well, look, Stephanie, if you're watching, I mean it, do turn off your laptop. But from all of us here, from every single one of our audience watching NECA Live, from everyone at the NECA family, a huge congratulations. And I, for one, am definitely up for or down for. I'm not sure which is better. I am ready to babysit the moment that you need me. Honestly, it will be a roller coaster ride of emotion for me and your beautiful little baby. So huge congrats to Stephanie and also her partner, who I imagine had some role to play in this. And but yeah, so that's exciting news, and we're all excited about Nashville. Katie, thank you so much for joining me. Taylor, thank you so much for agreeing to be my singing partner when we get to Nashville, and I'll see you both really soon.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, everyone. So there you have it. A big thanks to Katie and Taylor for joining us today to give us a sneak preview of NECA 2021 Nashville. It will be this fall's convention taking place October 9 through 12 in the Music City to beat them all. And if you're watching this right now, please, whatever you do, don't hesitate. Go and get registered straight away. The sooner you get registered, the sooner you can secure your place at necaconvention.org. This is a once-in-a-lifetime convention, and because we are all back as a family reunion, we are throwing everything at it. This will be the biggest event the construction industry has ever seen. Now, believe me, we're going to have so much more to discuss in the months ahead as we come closer to this tremendous event. And if you want to hear the latest on NECA Convention, make sure you join us right here on NECA Live every single week so we can tell you about that and all of the other amazing things that are happening at NECA. So once more, go and register now. Thanks all for joining us. And before we go, let's have a tiny little sneak peek of what's in store.